We are taught from a young age to look ahead, to see the finish line, get good grades to get into a good college, get a good degree to get a good job, get a good job to get a good life. It is always about the next thing, the next achievement, the next goal on the horizon. We spend so much of our time staring at that distant point that we forget to look down at our own 2 feet. We forget to feel the ground beneath us. We see life as a series of hurdles to clear, and we believe that true happiness is waiting for us on the other side of the very last one. This is the great illusion of our lives. We chase a destination that is always moving. Once we achieve one goal, another one appears in its place. We graduate, and then we need a career. We find a career, and then we need a promotion. We get the promotion, and then we need a bigger house. The finish line is a mirage in the desert, always shimmering just out of reach. We tell ourselves, I will be happy when, but when is a thief. It steals the only thing we truly have, which is the present moment. It promises a future reward for a present sacrifice, but the sacrifice it asks for is life itself. Let me tell you about a man named Arthur. Arthur loved the idea of a beautiful garden. He dreamed of vibrant roses, sweet-smelling lavender, and rows of juicy red tomatoes. He bought a plot of land and decided he would have the most magnificent garden in the entire town by the end of the summer. He saw the destination clearly in his mind, a perfect, finished garden that everyone would admire. His focus was singular. It was on the result. It was on that final, beautiful picture. And so he began his work with a frantic energy, his eyes fixed firmly on that end goal. Every morning, Arthur would rush out to his plot. He yanked at weeds with such fury that he often pulled up young sprouts by mistake. He watered his plants with a powerful hose, sometimes flattening the delicate seedlings under the force of the stream. He saw the caterpillars not as part of nature's cycle, but as enemies to be vanquished immediately. He never paused to feel the cool, damp earth in his hands. He never stopped to watch a ladybug crawl up a leaf. The chirping of the birds was just noise that distracted him from his schedule. His journey was a blur of sweat, toil, and impatience. His neighbor, an elderly woman named Clara, had a garden next to his. Her pace was different. She moved slowly, deliberately. She would spend minutes just watching a bee collect pollen from a flower. We often believe that life's richness comes from the big moments, the wedding day, the graduation ceremony, the trip of a lifetime, the major promotion. We mark our calendars by these events and live our lives in the spaces between them, waiting for the next big thing to happen. We treat the ordinary days as filler, as the mundane fabric that holds the shiny sequins of our life together. But this is a profound mistake. It is like owning a vast library and only ever reading the first pages of each book, and only the last pages, assuming the story is contained only there. The truth is that our lives are built not on a few giant pillars, but on millions of tiny, ordinary moments. The real gold of our existence is hidden in the everyday. It is in the taste of your first cup of coffee in the quiet of the morning. It is in the warmth of the sunlight filtering through your window in the afternoon. It is in the sound of a loved one's laughter echoing through the house. These are not filler moments. These are the moments that constitute a life. They are the threads that, when woven together, create the beautiful and unique tapestry of who you are. Think of a life as a grand piece of music. The big achievements, the loud crashing cymbals, the graduation, the wedding, the new house. They are exciting, memorable, and they mark important transitions. We hear them clearly. We anticipate them. But a symphony made only of crashing cymbals would be an unbearable noise. No melody, no harmony, no soul. The real beauty of the symphony lies in the notes played between the cymbal crashes. It's in the soft melody of the flute, a quiet conversation with a friend. We are experts at planning for the future. We make 5-year plans, set quarterly goals, create daily to-do lists. Our calendars are filled with appointments, deadlines, all pointing toward a future state of success or completion. This forward-facing posture is praised in our society. Responsible, ambitious, wise. We are taught to be architects of our future, meticulously designing a life that will one day be perfect. But in our obsession with building tomorrow, we often forget that we are living today. The blueprint becomes more important than the building itself. This constant projection into the future creates a persistent anxiety. We live in a state of not yet successful enough, not yet fit enough, not yet secure enough. Our present is judged against a future ideal, and it falls short. This comparison robs the present of its value. Meals become fuel for later. Conversations become networking for later. The present must serve the future. Technology is a powerful accomplice. Our phones are portals to everywhere but here. They promise connection but deliver distraction. To future plans, past grievances, alternate realities. We are physically present but mentally absent. Ghosts in our own lives. We end up missing our own story as it unfolds. Life becomes a series of moments we endure on our way to moments we hope to enjoy. The future we rush toward contains one certainty: an end. To stare at the destination is to arrive having seen nothing along the way. We forget the purpose of the trip is not just to arrive. The purpose is to travel. Forgetting to live now is like being given a magnificent feast and choosing to eat only the menu. Embracing the journey does not mean abandoning your goals. It means walking toward them instead of running, being awake for the trip. If we want to live in the moment, look to those who do it naturally. Children and pets. A child does not play with blocks to have a finished tower. They play for the joy of stacking, feeling the texture, watching them fall. The process is the point. On a walk, they are not focused on getting there. Every moment is full of wonder. They are the masters of the journey. A dog on a walk is not rushing to get exercise over with. Every smell is new. Every encounter excites. When they play with their whole being. When they rest completely. A cat napping in a patch of sun is not worried about a to-do list. It simply enjoys the warmth, a perfect picture of contentment. They remind us life is not a problem to solve, but a reality to experience. Our culture pressures us to build an impressive resume. We collect titles, accomplishments, skills. Our career becomes identity. We are asked, what do you do before who are you? A resume points to the future. The next job, better title, higher salary. We curate it for years. But a resume is not a life. A life is built from moments, not milestones. Evenings reading, laughter with friends, not just degrees and promotions. It is built from kindness, not just leadership awards. These give life meaning and texture, yet never appear on a resume. We risk building a good resume and forgetting to build a good life. At the end of days, what will you want to see? Titles and reports, or sunsets watched, hands held, songs sung off key. The journey is unlistable moments. The story of your heart, not just your career. The destination, retirement, the corner office, is fleeting. The journey is the substance. Shift focus. While we work on our careers, we must also work on our lives. Make time for joy with no purpose. Prioritize relationships over networking. Choose to be present. Collect memories, not just accomplishments. Perhaps the greatest secret is to redefine the destination. We are taught to see a fixed goal we must reach. But what if the destination is not a place at all? What if it is a way of being? What if the goal is not to arrive at happiness, but to travel happily? This changes everything. The focus shifts from getting somewhere else to being somewhere now. The destination becomes the quality of our attention in each step we take. When the destination is to live with awareness, every moment of the journey is a success. When you mindfully sip your morning tea, when you truly listen to a friend, when you feel the sun on your face with gratitude, the pressure to hurry disappears. You are no longer trying to get somewhere else. You are already there. The point is not to finish the path, but to walk with eyes and heart wide open. Life's journey is finite. We know this, yet live as if we have forever. Does it make sense to rush through the scenery? To stare at the map, anxious about arrival time? Or does it make more sense to roll down the window, feel the wind, enjoy the view? To savor the ride is the only logical response to the precious, limited time we have. The path is all there is. So I encourage you to slow down. Look around. The journey you are on today is your life. It is not a dress rehearsal for a future performance. This is the show. The small, ordinary moments are the main event. Your destination is not a point on a future timeline. Your destination is this very moment. It is the breath you are taking right now. It is the ground beneath your feet.